Let's go.
Noisy Pixel.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to another Noisy News Week for the week of November 9th. Here's where I fill you in on some notable things that were posted to noisypixel.net this past week. So, starting off the week, we have some strange news. Touhou Kabuto 5 Burst Battle got a new character. This game has been out for a year or two, so it's free for the next 2 weeks. The character is from the Touhou universe, Yuma. Check it out. It's free for 2 weeks. Honestly, I don't know who owns this game, but if you do, here's content for you. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot got a few new trailers. We have a trailer that's focused on Boo and the fusions. It shows like Vegeta and Goku doing their fusion dance and stuff. It also introduces some support characters and gameplay elements of the game. I think they're really ramping up the news for this game. Jump on it. There's a lot of good systems there. Here's the thing about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. They're doing a lot. There's a lot in this game and there's a lot to this game, and I think all of those systems are already pretty overwhelming to a new way of gameplay for this franchise. I'm excited to see what they have, but I think they're overwhelming me with all this information. This past week we've already seen 2 new trailers for this game. The other one focused on support characters and new playable characters. So you have Gohan, Piccolo, and Vegeta, who will also be playable characters, who also have their own side stories. And you see how this can just become a little too big. I'm still excited for the game, but we'll see. Moving on, visual novel My Fair Princess finally got a release date after its delay. It had a development delay. There was like a bug or something. It's okay. It's a long visual novel romance about a guy who just wants to fit in, or who's trying to fit into a school he doesn't really get along with. There's romance in it. Whatever. I'm sure you'll like it. It comes out on November 8th, so by the time this video posts, you will have access to it. Soul Calibur 6 received a new character. Hilda is joining the roster, and she's cool. That's all I can say about that. Guilty Gear added 2 new characters, Chip and Potemkin. These 2 characters are going to be playable at the event in Irvine or somewhere. There's an event, an Arc Systems Work event that's coming up for fans to try out the game, and there's going to be a demo there. What's not going to be there is the announced English dub version of the game. So you'll have dual audio with Japanese and English audio. So there you go. The best of both worlds. My Hero 1's Justice 2 revealed 2 new characters. While that's cool, they also revealed a new dodge mechanic, which I felt the first one really lacked in. So I'm pretty excited to see what they do with the series. Excited to see that they even got a sequel. I mean, if you built the engine, you got to use it, right? So more characters. Gameplay loop is really good in this game. So if you haven't played the first one or you enjoyed the anime, check this one out. Okay, moving on. More indie visual novel news. We have Bloody Chronicles revealed that its romance DLC, the If mode, is rolling out, I think, later this month. It's where you can romance one of the main characters, and it's like 6 hours of extra story content. So yeah, check it out. Life is Strange 2 received a new trailer ahead of its December 2nd final chapter launch. This trailer focused on consequences between Daniel and Sean. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this series, and it's interesting, the narrative adventure genre. I like it, but then I don't want to get narrative fatigue with some of these Western games that play too close to home. When it comes to Life is Strange, it's a series that caught me off guard when it first released, and that's why I stick with it. So I'm kind of eager to see what they do with the conclusion of this. We'll see. The Alliance Alive HD Remastered is coming to PC on January 16th, 2020. This is a great traditional JRPG with an awesome storyline. The game's going to be running at 60 FPS on PC, so hey, you get the best version right there. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate added Terry Bogard to the roster. He's an SNK character. I'm not really a Super Smash fan, alright? I said it. When I get surrounded by hype, I do reciprocate that hype with more hype, and I'm stoked to see that everyone's happy, and that's all I really care about. Moving on from happy news to some lewd RPG news. Apostle, this Dojin RPG Maker RPG from Kagura Games, got a release date for November 8th. So if that's your jam, what's up? It's here. Well, moving on to what's a lot of our staff members' jam is Dead Cells launched a new update with 83 new balances and improvements. So jump into that game if you want to see what they added. I think they added a couple new courses, a couple new options. It's all there for you. Ark of the Alchemist, the JRPG from Compile Heart and Idea Factory, is gonna get a Nintendo Switch version. There's going to be additional balances made to the PS4 and the Switch version in the West, and new playable characters. I think there was only one main character in the Japanese release, so we're getting like 10 playable characters, I believe. I'm not sure. What I wanted them to say was that the game is kind of altered on the PS4 release. You can tell from old trailers to new trailers where they added kind of more clothing. I'm interested to see if the Nintendo Switch version will contain these edits. So we'll see. Monster Hunter World Iceborne is getting a few events for the month of November, one of which is Raccoon City, where you can play as Leon and Claire, and another is Horizon Zero Dawn, which is happening at the end of the month. Jump into that game. I'm sure if you're a fan of the game, then you're probably already playing these and you're aware of these collaborations. So have fun. The PC release is still coming in January though, so I don't know if they'll get the release. Some exclusive news from Noisy Pixel. Fatal Frame producer told us that he has some ideas for future events for the Fatal Frame series. So future entries for the Fatal Frame series. That's exciting. I urge you to read our coverage on that so that you can kind of see his comments. Kind of continuing through those same conversations, Gust is going to maintain the integrity of their newly announced Fairy Tail license by including all the fan service. So congratulations, Fairy Tail fans. Your fan service is intact. Also, he shared that with the graphical improvements that Gust is kind of displaying in their newest Atelier titles, they're going to be focusing on graphics even more in the later Atelier games, and he tells us to look forward to what they come out with next. And wow, Raitsa was a very beautiful game, and I'm excited to see what happens, what they can do better than that, because they kind of stuck with the same kind of graphics through the PlayStation 3 era and into the PS4 era. So let's see. What else we got? Oh, some sad news. Some sad but happy news. Shuya Yoshida left as president of Worldwide Studios. He is now focusing on bringing independent developers to PlayStation, kind of around the realm that Adam Boyes was doing, or that Geo guy who just recently left. But the CEO of Guerrilla Games, I believe, Herman, he is now some head of Sony Worldwide Studios. That's cool. I was hoping that Shuya Yoshida would just announce that he's going to work on a new Legend of Dragoon game, but hey, can't get everything we want. Pearl Abyss revealed that they are going to develop 3 new games. We have Plan 8, Crimson Desert, and Doki 5, or Doki V. I don't know. They haven't shown any trailers for it. They just announced the names. Everything else will be released on November 13th, so look out for that. I think out of all of them, Plan 8 kind of looks like the game that I'm having my eye on. It's kind of like futuristic mech exosuit thing. We'll see. Phoenix Point, a game from one of the creators of XCOM, is coming out on December 3rd to PC, and this is basically XCOM, more XCOM, but different systems, and it's interesting. I enjoy the XCOM series, so I'm looking forward to the tactical RPG nature of this title. So let's move on to previews. We have a few previews on the site. We have Everspace 2 that just got a successful Kickstarter. We have Elsie from a indie developer, and we have Curse of Anabelle, which is also on Kickstarter right now. And we also have Fairy Tail reviews. We have Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We have Skullgirls Second Encore on Switch. We have The King of Fighters All-Stars, and we have Conception Plus. So check those out. Exclusives still running on the sites, which would be done by the time you watch this, is our exclusive Spirit Hunter NG novella for the Urashima Woman. That's 5 chapters with the prologue of like extra story content. So if you're into spooky stuff and still need your spooky fix, we got it for you. And that's that. I hope I did okay. We have a lot of news. It's busy. It's a busy time for us right now. Everyone's wearing mini hats. We are doing new things coming up for the holidays, so be on the lookout for that. We're excited to be able to continue doing these shows, so please let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to, or what you would want to see on the site or on our channel. Any feedback is great feedback, even if you want to tell me that I suck. Bye.